A very good afternoon to everybody that's joining us on this Friday afternoon, almost the end of the month for May. And yeah, a long lockdown for us, for those in SA that started in March already. So we're getting to the end of May with regards to that. Please comment in the comment section and tell me where you're from. Would love to get that information through. Are you from Johannesburg, Elizabeth, Cape Town, Durban? Are you from overseas? Where overseas are you from? Do please comment in the comment section specifically. Today we're going to talk about a new add-on that Facebook got, and it's Facebook Shop specifically. I'm going to go into information about that and how it works. It's something totally different in a way how we can sell our products online on Facebook and on Instagram specifically. And we're going to delve into that a little bit. And also just into advertising, what some companies are doing and what some are not doing during the lockdown period. It's really tough times for a lot of companies. You see it more and more every single day. Companies retrenching, companies not being able to pay full salaries, and a lot of people struggling overall, which is quite hectic. And obviously the aim is to get through this, lockdown period and so forth. So thank all of you for joining every Monday and Wednesday and Friday at 3 o'clock right here on the Oracle Media Facebook page. Next week, Monday, we've got Kobe Portita, which is quite exciting, and we'll obviously be talking to her as well with regards to how things are and what's happening and so forth. So thanks for all of you for joining. And yeah, just comment in the comment section. Tell us where you're from, and I'll bring you up onto the screen. So I've got my mother joining every single one. A very hello to your mum. Then Warren, he's head actually of our website department. He's listening from PE. And Gilly saying hello. There we go. Thank you all. Very welcome to you. So a lot of people joining in, and you're open to comment and to tell us what you think and your thoughts as well. So I'm going to read one of the statuses that I made specifically and what it's about. So Facebook, it's already possible to go onto the shop on Instagram. I know that, but they've changed the way that they've done it, and in terms of how we sell our products and how we do things. So we know Facebook, you had a tab on your Facebook page, and on your Facebook page, you could actually list your products and sell your products on there specifically. So this week, Mark Zuckerberg announced on his Facebook page on a project that they've been working with. And by the way, they've been working on this project since 2017 and only launching it now 3 years later. And it just shows all of the testing that goes into it, where they tested all of the countries, and how they adapt things to work properly throughout the whole time. So I'm going to go through that with you so you can see what that is all about in terms of Facebook Shop. So what is Facebook Shop? Facebook Shop is a new way of really showing and listing your products. The good thing is it's primarily for physical products. So if I've got a physical product like this and I want to sell it, then you can list it on there and you could sell it live to your clientele. And it's like a shop front in itself. I'm going to go through that with you in a bit. The negative side is they're very silent on services. So if I'm going to sell social media services or graphic design services or any services specifically, they're very quiet about will you be able to list those and also have like a shop column for that as well. And you know, this primarily for small businesses or for not these massive businesses for you to sell your products and so forth. And that's what that is all about. Before we go into that, thanks for your comments. Thank you for always having informative and insightful conversations, listening from PE. Thank you so much for that. And so let me delve into this. I'm going to try and bring my screen up so that you guys can actively also see it. I'm just going to try and do this. And I'm going to show you what specifically said in this. And I hope all of you can see. I'm going to take myself off the screen, but you'll still be able to hear me at least. I just want you to be able to see the product after the screen share. Has it not gone bigger? Yeah, it has. Okay, so if you look here, it says introducing Facebook Shops, helping small businesses sell online specifically. And you can go to this Facebook page. It's about facebook.com. And yet, says Facebook has always been about connecting you to what you love, that most friends and family, but also products, brands, and businesses. For years, people have been able to use our apps and to buy and sell and so forth. So if you just go on a little bit, we wanted to give people a place to experience the joy of shopping versus the core of buying, the chore of buying, sorry. And we wanted to help small businesses adapt and make it easier for people to discover and shop for things they love. So they changed this specifically, and they are introducing Facebook Shops. And here it is. Facebook Shops makes it easy for businesses to set a single online store for customers to access on both Facebook and Instagram. So this will be, for example, if I'm selling something, I can go to my Facebook shop, I can in the shop itself list it. So is this clear on will it be for property or not property? That's what we'll also have to see. So can you go on Facebook shop and list your house? Maybe, maybe not. We'll have to see with regards to it. It also says businesses can choose the products they want to feature from the catalog and then customize the look and feel to their shop with a cover image and accent colors that showcase their brands. This means any seller, no matter their size or budget, can bring their businesses online and connect with customers wherever convenient for them. People can find Facebook shops on their business page. So if you have a business page, obviously, or Instagram profile, and then link the ads to it. So here it goes into some examples of it and what it looks like as well. And please do comment in the comment section and tell me what you think about this new ad to Facebook specifically in terms of the shop side. It also says here, and just like when you're in a physical store and need to ask someone for help, in Facebook Shops, you'll be able to message a business through WhatsApp Messenger or Instagram Direct to ask questions, get support, and track deliveries and more. So that's totally different in terms of how we're going to be doing things. So what makes this quite nice is it takes the client and the product right through to your Facebook Messenger and also to your WhatsApp Messenger, so they can talk to you. You can do your live selling and sell your product as well. Get support and also track deliveries. So you see that's quite important. And in the future, you'll be able to view a business shop and make purchases right within a chat in WhatsApp and Facebook Messages. That changes things in terms of how we do things. So they'll be able to go to into WhatsApp Messenger and Facebook Messenger and purchase within a chat specifically, which is making it a lot easier to sell products going forward. Which we're starting to roll out, and this is what Facebook says, our Facebook shops today, and it will be more widely available in the coming months and so forth. It will obviously be in America first, and it will make its way through to all of the other countries and so forth. Then you have the Instagram shop as well, and you've got live shopping features, which is quite cool in terms of this. People have been using live video on their apps and to showcase products for years, from shoe stores announcing new sneakers to beauty influencers trying different lipsticks and so forth. Now we're making it easier to shop for products in real time. Soon, sellers, brands, and creators will be able to tag products from their Facebook shop or catalog before going live. And these products will be shown at the bottom of the video, so people can easily tap and learn more and purchase. We're starting to test this with a business and Facebook and Instagram, and we'll be rolling out more broadly in the coming months, which is quite cool and exciting with that. Connecting loyalty programs to your Facebook account will also be coming. And also, what's quite nice with that is we're also testing ways to make it easier to earn rewards with businesses you love by enabling you to connect your loyalty programs like this, the points programs and so forth. And those are all the extra things that's now coming with Facebook and going forward. Then what I love is working with partners, and this is quite a nice one. So it just shows you how nice it is and what they thought about. Was we're also working more closely with partners like Shopify, BigCommerce, WooCommerce, Channel Advisor, Keg Commerce, Cafe24, and so forth. And all of these organizations offer powerful tools to help entrepreneurs start and run their businesses and move online. Now they'll help small businesses build and grow their Facebook shops and use all other commerce tools going forward. So that's quite a nice one. In terms There we go. So that's quite a big thing in terms of what they're changing with regards to Facebook going forward, and the shop itself. So you'll have a proper shop where you'll be able to list your products, sell it live, like you wanted to do, obviously depending on your hours, and chat with those clients on Facebook or chat with them on Instagram or WhatsApp, and sell those products specifically in terms of it. We'll just have to see if it's applicable to services as well. And if you can sell services. At this stage, it only talks about products itself at the moment. I can see here Kobe saying, hello, Neil. Hey, Kobe, hope you're doing well. Nkita also joining us. Hey, Neil, this is a great program. Thanks, Nkita. Loved your live AGM this week as well. Nkita, well done on that. So quite a few people joining us. And obviously, this is every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, right here at 3 o'clock. This coming Monday, we'll have Kobe Portita talking to us at 3 o'clock. And all of those will carry on. Then June, we only will have speakers on Wednesdays. And I've got quite a few exciting speakers for Wednesday. I'll give you a sneak peek. The first speaker for June on a Wednesday will be Edith Fenter, which is going to be quite exciting in terms of that, bringing her on board as well. Then with regards to brands, what we've seen is a lot of brands are changing from long-term strats to short-term strats because no one knows what's going to happen. No one knows where we are going next month or the month after. No one knows with regards to lockdown. No one knows with regards to revenue or how much funds they have. So when you have funds now, you want to spend it on Google AdWords or Facebook, you have to spend it very wisely. And if you're not going to spend it wisely, you're actually going to lose out overall, and you're going to be wasting your money. And I'm not saying before people didn't spend it wisely, but people would run adverts where there's no call to action specifically. You can't see the price, and you have to guess. And I know, especially in property, nothing irritates me more when I go and I see an advert on a house and there's no price on there. Because firstly, I think it's expensive, and secondly, now I have to phone, and as soon as I phone, then my number is given out and so forth, and people don't always like it. So I always say it's really important to give your price and everything up front so people know what it's costing, and all of the information, which is quite important. You'll also see that with regards to what people are doing is Amazon is actually spending a lot more money currently on advertising than ever before. But then you see companies like Coke who have stopped spending completely. You don't see any Coca-Cola AdWords. And will it affect them, yes or no? Well, it's such a strong brand that not advertising during the lockdown won't really affect them at the moment because people know the brand. They're still going to buy the brand. Only thing that's affecting Coca-Cola could be a large percentage, and I could stand under correction, is that a lot of the products are sold in restaurants when you go out for a meal or when you go out to a bar specifically. So how many people still buy the products at shops? I'm sure there's a big percentage of that. But what you need to take into account is they've obviously dropped in revenue, and they've obviously decided not to spend so much on adverts and that type of stuff going forward. And that's where we are, and that's what's currently happening with regards to that. So it's really important that we take note of what companies are currently doing and not spending and so forth. So can Coke absorb any losses, or will they be selling less? I doubt they'll be selling less. People know the brand, and I think when they advertise, it's just brand awareness and so forth. They've got a massive market in South Africa, and they'll survive easily from that. Then you also see there'll obviously be behavioral changes. I'm just looking at my notes that I've made from clientele, and then you need to look at your best marketing tools. So people are looking at where they're spending money currently, and they're deciding, am I spending on Instagram, Facebook, newspaper, radio, billboards, or magazines, or what am I spending my money on in terms of advertising? So you'll see a lot of people have most likely moved, and we've seen it with our clientele, moved to digital marketing away from traditional marketing, and rather spending on that more than anything else. I see there's some comments coming in here. Erica saying she's looking forward to Kirby Portita on Monday at 3 o'clock here in Oracle Media. Then Caroline saying, agree about pricing. It also saves you spending hours doing quotes for people who can't afford it. And that's a big thing, and we spoke about there on the house. Some agents don't always put a price next to a house, and it could be a selling tool, but mostly isn't, because I may not be phoning. And I know loads of times I haven't seen prices on products or houses or stuff, and I just wouldn't phone specifically. I would leave it aside completely in terms of that. Then we also look at specifically McDonald's. So they've been running a good feel marketing campaign specifically around COVID-19 and so forth. So not so much buying their products, but more about a good feel campaign. This is what we're doing for people and so forth. But then you've also seen other brands taking to Facebook to advertise what they've done in the country as well. So if you look at VW, they've done a lot on their side. Haval Motors have done a lot on their side. Isuzu Motors as well. So quite a few motor groups coming on board, doing stuff for the less fortunate and going to social media and saying, this is what we're doing to give back to the community going forward. Something that I thought was quite interesting was Mattel. So I'm not sure how many people know Mattel's product. So those tanker trucks that you used to get, you still get, those are all Mattel products, and it's a toy brand. So what Mattel did was, and I thought it was quite exciting and fun. Please, guys, do comment in the comment section. Tell me what you think about what I've said. Was they brought out a thank you year toys. So it was all of the years in the medical field and so forth, not just medical, but all the years now during the COVID-19 coming forward and helping. So police, nurses, doctors, all of the people assisting on the front line. They made those toys thank you euros, which was a new toy range that Mattel came out with, which was quite exciting, and thinking innovatively on how they can sell products, because maybe someone won't be buying a tanker truck now, or may not be buying specific products, but this was something relevant to what was happening in the current market. And that was quite something fun and something exciting with regards to how they thought innovatively. And that's what you need to do in your business. You need to look at what you're doing now, and you need to try and think innovatively going forward, because there may be places where your money's been cut, but you also need to see where you can bring money in going forward and do things a little bit different as well. And this is the time to think innovatively and to adapt completely from what you used to do to what you need to do going forward. So all of those things is quite important when you look at marketing, when you look at your products and so forth. So a quick recap today, and I'm not going to carry on for too long, is obviously we're bringing Facebook's bringing the shop side to your Facebook Messenger, to your WhatsApp, which is going to be a lot easier to sell products online now. You'll have a whole virtual shop where people can go to and see all of your products and interact with you on a Messenger and buy your products online. And they're literally taking this from people not being able to go to shopping centers or shops. Here's our online shop specifically for it. How will it affect companies like Takealot and so forth? I don't think too much, because when you want a variety of products, you'll still go to Takealot. When you want something from a smaller business, you'll go to their business shop and you'll interact with them with regards to that specifically. So I don't think anything to worry with Takealot or any of those sites specifically where they have a massive variety of products in itself. Then we also looked at what other brands are doing nationally and internationally in terms of advertising, how companies are adapting and changing the way they do business. And that's the way we need to do things now. For those who are joining us, tell me in your comment side, how have you changed stuff in your business to adapt during the COVID-19 side? What are you doing differently to provide services or to sell your products? How are you adapting in terms of it? I'd love to see some of the feedback coming through on our comment section. I'm going to give you a minute just to type there for me. Don't forget, while we wait for a few comments to come through, this coming Monday, we've got Kirby Portita on, who's going to be talking specifically property. Next week, Wednesday, we've got Michelle from BZ Lara Attorneys, and she's going to be talking to us specifically about legal things that we need to know, and she'll be open to your questions. Then next week, Friday, there'll be no session, and the following Monday. And from June, it will only be Wednesdays at 3 o'clock here on the Oracle Media Facebook page. And as I've mentioned, a little bit of a sneak peek, Edith Fenter will be on our first chat on Wednesday, the 3rd of June, right here on the Oracle Media Facebook page, which is going to be quite exciting in terms of that. So obviously a big thing, and as I want to finish off, is important to look at the demand currently for your products and in terms of advertising as well. If you looked at those temperature guns, there was a massive demand for it 2-3 weeks ago. Now there's oversupply of it. And that also affects prices. So you'll see as soon as there's an oversupply, prices come down. When there's a shortage of stock, prices go up specifically. And then you advertise a lot more on digital media to get your products out there as well. Also take into account Facebook rules with regards to advertising products. You cannot advertise medical products specifically, but you can advertise all of the other products around that. Erica says here, posting updates on Facebook regarding property changes and interest rate changes. So that's quite awesome, Erica, especially with the interest rate change last night. I think a lot of people wanting to know what's happened with regards to property, and now it's a lot cheaper. So I know if you used to buy a property for 1 million rand, your repayment was 10,000 rand, I would think, and now it's a lot cheaper. It could be around 8,500 rand for that repayment, which is a lot cheaper now to actually purchase a property. Sonia, which was also one of our speakers and a brilliant entrepreneur, she said, well done, Neil, thanks for keeping us informed. Anytime, Sonia, thanks so much. And for those that missed Sonia's session, she was also on last week, and you also can go and have a look at that. So thanks so much for everybody that's joined us every single session for April and May this far. I really appreciate the support. And I also hope that the information I've given today with regards to Facebook Shop that's coming, which will be a total shop portal, and all of the information on what big brands like Coca-Cola and McDonald's and Mattel is currently doing, also helps you with regards to what you're doing in terms of your advertising. Yes, they're a massive brand, but we also need to look at what massive brands are doing compared to what we are doing currently. So thanks for joining today. I hope you have an awesome weekend. And then I will see you this coming Monday with Kobie Potgieter right here on the Oracle Media Facebook page at 3 o'clock. Thank you so much for joining, everybody. Have a good weekend.